in memory, and may she rest in perfect peace. Have the honor to invite Kaisek Lee, a survivor of Industrialization Korean Disability Forum, KDF, to take the floor.
저는 서울 상위 특별대표인데 상위 대표 이규식입니다. 반갑습니다.
I will interpret Kyushik Lee's statement into English. Hello, my name is Kyushik Lee. I'm representative of Solidarity Against Disability Discrimination in Seoul. I'm from South Korea. From young age, I moved from rehabilitation centers to unregistered institutions run by churches. However, this was all presented as my choice. I was forced to stay at home, and my family struggled to care for me. The state took no responsibility, leaving the burden entirely on my family, which is why I had no choice but to tell my parents, please abandon me in an institution. Then, at the age of 32, I became independent. My first home was a shanty. It was hot in the summer, cold in the winter, and I nearly had an accident there. Even now, life is still challenging, but I continue to live independently, making my own choices and relying on others when necessary. I knew little about human rights. I was born with a disability, and while my siblings went to school, I couldn't. I didn't understand why I had to live in an institution, but looking back, I realized that was discrimination. While the government frequently claims that disability rights are protected, the reality is that discrimination remains widespread. Oh Se-hun, the mayor of Seoul, which is the capital of Korea, said astronomical taxes are required for the institutionalization. Mayor Oh proposed to assess the capacity of persons with disabilities to determine whether they can be deinstitutionalized and evaluate how well they are living after the institutionalization before deciding whether to readmit them into institutions. When entering an institution, no one questions it. But when we try to leave, our lives are judged under the guise of choice. Recently, the ordinance supporting the institutionalization in Seoul was abolished only 2 years after its enactment. Thankfully, the UNCRPD issued a statement regarding this. With every change in administration, laws, and ordinance change, and the CRPD is interpreted at the convenience of the central and local governments. Astronomical budgets are being allocated not to the institutionalization, but to the expansion of institutions. While only 5.9 billion Korean won is allocated for the institutionalization pilot programs, 120 times that amount is spent on maintaining institutions. Some ignore that this imbalance and argue that we should wait until a more robust system is in place before pursuing independent living. But when exactly will that time come? By then, I will be dead. I believe the right time for the institutionalization is right now. Independent institutions cannot be an option. we must live together in the community. The institutionalization is not a matter of time, but determination. Please urge the Korean government to make the decision for the institutionalization. I hope the CRPD will be applied more accurately and powerfully in reality.
여러분들이 한국에 있는 장애인들한테 많이 좀 관심을 가져주시기를 바랍니다.
Please, I ask you to stand with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And indeed, we also ask you to continue with us. And together, thank you for sharing your space with us and your story to the whole world to know what the situation is. Now, it's my pleasure to invite